Alright, due to fixing those technical difficulties, I'll get it started in like 3 minutes. We'll go 3 to 5 minutes, just so more of us can show up and hang out and make fun of some bad super rares. We'll kick off in like 3 minutes. 3 minutes! While you're here, while we're waiting for anyone else to come on in and join us, I'm going to post a link to all of the super rare voting in the comments, in the chat. So if you want to get voting, or if you've considered it already and you feel like you're confident in your votes, feel free to do that now and we'll kind of cruise through. Oh, I'm invisible. You can't even see me. Oh, but here I am. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Happy Monday. I always say happy Monday, and yet it's like it's a Monday. It starts off the work week. And in a lot of cases, it's probably not very happy for some people, but I had a pretty decent Monday. It was pretty tiring, but pretty decent. I hope you guys are ready to do some super rare ranking, because we're going to jump right in, do some super rare ranking, and then we're going to start crafting up some custom teams and custom cards. And I'm going to try to keep us moving through this process so that we don't get bogged down anywhere, because I feel like, you know, we've seen the super rares for a long enough period of time that we can kind of guess, you know, what is good, what is bad. And I think the build on the rare Surtur should be pretty interesting. I've got 5 submissions already. I really liked opening it up early because there are 5 people that have already submitted a team. Which reminds me, I should say, if you don't see in the chat, there are links to do any pre-voting for the super rares, if you want to do that while I talk here. And also let me post this link, which is the link to you know, sending your team list in for the uncommon Surtur. Let's post that in the chat as well. Do note that I started a little late today because it's the uncommon Surtur, it's not the rare Surtur. Do note that I started this stream a little late because the stream was really choppy and slow, which is cool, that in the sense that I had to, you know, change the latency to low latency instead of ultra low. So I'm going to see the comments roll in a little slower than I did the past few days, or the past few community streams. So I may not respond immediately upon seeing what you say. It may take me a few seconds to get back to you. And it looks like it's already a little laggy. So if it's laggy, tell me in the comment below. Give me a dirt golem if it's kind of laggy on your end. If it looks okay, then that's great. But if it's looking laggy, I'm sorry. I got to figure out why. Probably just because I'm so far away from my Wi-Fi. Got to get closer to that Wi-Fi. Anyway, we are going to jump into the super rare rankings right about now. A little choppy, it looks like. Still a little pretty choppy. So the very first thing we are looking at of all of the 8 super rares is this wonderful Captain America that basically gives a sidekick plus, I think is that +2 attack? It's very small for my screen. Is it +2 attack? I think it gives it +2 attack. You're basically always giving something +2 attack, some sidekick +2 attack, whether or not you trigger one ability or the other, but it's only ever one. I don't think it can be. I think both things are mutually exclusive, which kind of stinks. This card's pretty bad, just in general. Next we have, yeah, it gives it +2. No, is it defense? Oh my gosh, it's +2 defense and +2 attack for the resistance, and then just +2 attack for the other ability. Yeah, that card's bad. Speaking of bad, here's Iron Man Extremis. This card's bad as well. This card has some interesting things in that, you know, in order to field like 2 sidekicks, they have to KO one character that may not be a sidekick, or they have to pay some energy, but it's bad too. Enlistment's just kind of a bad keyword. Then we've got Natalia Romanova, which is an awesome 7-drop. Unfortunately, it's a 7-drop, and you know 7-drops are a little tough to get to, but she does some insane. Oh man, you're saying Dirt Golem of Dirty. Oh man, that's a bummer. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry it's so choppy. She does some serious damage though, which is really cool. If you can get her out, and you know, there's a couple of ways to do it, but she's pretty cool if you can get to her. Moving on to this one. The good old Ronin, super rare, the one that will take first place and is currently in first place based on advanced voting, and we all know that's the best one of the set. Unless you have other ideas, and perhaps you're thinking Shannon Carter, because she's actually pretty decent. 6 cost is kind of tough to get to at times, but she gives all of your sidekicks +2/+2, which is pretty gross if you can get some sidekicks out. Especially now we have some sidekick fixing globals, like pull sidekicks from your prep or from your used, and field sidekick, stuff like that. We've got this really awesome Steve Rogers, and I say awesome now because he really didn't have much use until literally when Yanti became a thing. Now he has a little bit of use, which is cool. Whether or not that makes him good enough to take the first spot is up to you, but he does prevent up to 2 damage from each source, which means that if he's out there soaking up a couple of Yuan-ti hits, if you can somehow get to 6 in time by turn 3 and get him out, that would be sick. But that would make him pretty good. Then we have Tony Stark, the super rare Tony Stark, as if he were the Sorcerer Supreme. And when he's KO'd, which is impossible to do unless you're running some sort of an auto KO, he deals damage equal to his attack divided amongst any number of target opposing character dice. So he's like kind of like a mini board wipe if you can KO him. So you can like fabricate him, or if your opponent's running like there's a couple of forms of mass removal, like staff, stuff like that you could that they could put on their team that would trigger him, but it's honestly a little tough to do. And then finally we have like a 5-cost version of Shannon Carter that's a little cheaper and a little less good with the +1/+1, but you can pay a mask to trigger it whenever you want. So there's an interesting, like, you know, within set sidekick buffing thing going on. I kind of like that. Tony Stark is fun when you use superhero registration act on your team. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be pretty cool. Steve Rogers went up in value recently. Yeah, I agree. Enlistment, the rare Winter Soldier, is pretty fun. No, I'm going to disenlistment. Sorry. And maybe that's hasty of me, but I'm going to commit to that. So those are the super rares from this set, all 8 of them. We all know which one is the best. The question is which one is the worst, and also which one is like the 3rd best or the 4th best. I actually had probably more trouble than any other set going through these super rares and ranking them. I think that middle of the pack is just really hard to comprehend and like evaluate. I ended up voting, and I'm comfortable with what I voted for, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I could totally see myself flip-flopping. So Venom is decent because you can use it multiple times and affects all of your sidekicks. That's true. You can just go boom, 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 right? I don't see why you couldn't do that. While he's active, you may pay one. I don't know. Is that the case? Is it a once per turn thing, kind of like implied once per turn? I don't know. Either way, here is Captain America. So if you haven't voted already, this is your moment. This is the time to make your voice heard and tell us why you think Captain America is the worst. And it's okay to think that. There is, yeah, the bottom 2 are pretty easy. I'm just interested to see which one wins out on the bottom 2. There's the other of the 2 bottom 2. That's Iron Man. Do note that I recommend reading the title of the straw poll, because that tells you the card. Because if you just like randomly open one thinking it's one thing, there's Natalia Romanova, and it turns out to be a different card, then you got issues. Is there? Let's go. I believe you. I believe you. Saying there's a ruling. So here's the links one more time, and we'll go through and take a look at the polls together to see, what we all think. Yeah, so a 5 cost that you can pay 3 masks to get +3/+3. Or is it just +3 attack? No, +3/+3. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And he's pretty cheap to get out. He's a 3/3 on bottom, but a 5/5 on top. Not bad. All right, let's see how the stream's holding up. Hey, looks like it's getting better. Meh. I'm like watching it and I'm seeing it all choppy, but it says stream health is fine. I don't know what to do about that. I will totally take suggestions. If you know something that I don't know about any of this stuff, let me know in the comments below. Let me know. If only Natalia was a 6-drop. I know, it would be awesome. She's got such a cool ability. Deal 4. That's so sick. If only it was Attune 4. That's not even a thing. Attune 4 would be so cool. Middle SRs. Oh yeah, they are. They're totally all over the place. Yeah, most of these are all over the place. Oh, see, and there it goes. It's red again. I don't understand why. I need to take my desk and put it on that side of the room, and I don't know, see if that works. Gets me closer to the Wi-Fi box. I should find a way to get the Wi-Fi in here. That would be sick. Is there a plug? I'd have to look in that. That would be amazing, though. I would have such crystal clear picture. It would be wonderful. I'm investing in, you know, those like those photography backgrounds. I'm getting one of those for another project, and I figured, you know, if I'm going to pay for it, I might as well use it for this as well. Oh, here we go. We got 10 total votes on Captain America, The Price of Freedom. I'm going to green screen. That's what I was trying to say. 10 total votes. People thinking he's the least powerful. See what else we got. 9 total votes on Iron Man Extremist. Extremis. And he's the seventh most powerful, which is the second to last. Natalia is just all over the place. 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 1, 3. Ronan, a solid 11 votes. Sweeping a solid 11 votes for first. That's sick. 9 total votes. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1 for Shannon Carter. She's all over the place. This is a hard set to evaluate. 6 total votes for second and 3 total votes for third. Okay, so check this out. Like 6 weeks ago, like community stream number 2, if we were to have taken Civil War set and done it then, Steve Rogers would be like middle of the pack, but there's like a solid vote for him being second or third. That's pretty funny. It's so funny how the meta changes, right? It's like everyone needs an answer to Yanti, and him being a 6 drop is like such a reach, but maybe. I want someone to run that on a WKO list. That would be so sick. All right, Tony Stark is like somewhere in the 6 to 7 range. Venom, 4, 4, 5, 5, 3, 6. Let's refresh. Oh, here we go. So he's kind of the 5th. All right, those are all good enough things. Yeah, most people haven't played with them. I'm probably one of the only people who actually played with Steve Rogers and Tony Stark. Sure, you might be. Wi-Fi boosters. Yeah. Can anyone attest and say, yes, that totally works for me? I have a Wi-Fi booster. I don't know. I've never tried one. It's really up to what you guys tell me. I have never tried a Wi-Fi booster. All right, let me crunch these numbers really quick. You guys, I was up late last night. I'm kind of tired because of it. I was getting absolutely destroyed in Dice Masters by Chris. It was so funny. I got so destroyed. He was killing it. Chris, tell him what team you ran. Tell him about your team. And you hear about it and you're like, yeah, that seems good. Yeah, that seems good. He like crushed me. I mean, the first like 3 or 4 games were with like a totally casual team. And I would call his team like right there in the WKOs. Possibilities. Chris, as long as Chris is still in here. I don't know, is Chris still in here? Self KO. Tony Stark is so much fun with self KO. Yeah, I could buy that. I could buy that. Cough moment. I'm going to mute the microphone. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? My son is 3. We sat down and watched all of Moana together. It was awesome. I love watching movies. And now that my son's 3, I can do that with him, and that's amazing. What am I doing? I'm pulling up a spreadsheet. Getting distracted, talking about how I got absolutely wrecked last night. It was amazingly bad. It was not really good for me at all. I made up for it in the... No, I did not. I did not make up for it in the last game. You had terrible rolls, and I was like, I had a decent line for once. I had a decent line, and you had the worst rolls. It was bad. It was bad, people. The worst part, too, was that for some reason my internet was doing exactly what it's doing right now. So I recorded half of one game, and then we had to shut it off because it was like playing telephone. We might as well have just mailed in each other's roles because we had no idea what was going on. All right, here we go. Captain America. Equal 8, 6. It's just like got to be a better way to bounce. I'm going to do it like this. Man, are you serious? What? There. Okay, now I can bounce. That's easy. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. I'm going to get distracted if I keep talking about how bad I lost yesterday. Equals average. Oh, no, I can't do average that way. Oh, no. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, well, let's do it this way. I don't want to type that. We have so many votes. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, it keeps going up. 12 total votes. Let's keep, I'm going to keep just refreshing to see. We got 13 votes. We got 13 votes. We got 12 votes. Dude, I love this. This is awesome. Here, let's just look at it together. Let's appreciate, okay? Let's appreciate all of the community interaction just for a moment, because that's all I care about. Like, I could be totally off base with the way I voted, but I love that. Let me see, window capture. I love that we have like 13 votes right now. That's awesome. So let's take a look at what you guys think is good and bad together as a community. All right. Transition. So here's Venom. Venom with 12 votes is hovering around that 4th place, 5th place spot with a couple of straggling votes in 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. We've got Tony Stark with 12 total votes hovering around that 6th and 7th place spot with a couple of votes, you know, just kind of all over the place. We have Steve Rogers, which a solid 2-3, kind of like 2.5 position. Shannon Carter with 12 total votes, literally just a rainbow. That is so cool, just a rainbow. This one's even cooler, the fact that no one's like trolled at all and everyone just concedes that this card is clearly the best. That's pretty sick. Natalia Romanova, she's hovering in there at 4th, 5th, she's kind of 4th. And then this is how I put them. I put Iron Man Extremis as 7th, and so did we all, it looks like. Total a 7th. And then I put Captain America right there at the bottom, because I think you can get a little bit more value out of some terrible card like Iron Man Extremis, just because you can make them, you know, pay to field some cheap sidekicks. Like if they roll sidekicks, then they have to, you know, either pay 1 to field each one or KO something. So that's the way I saw it, and that's how I voted. And it looks like we all kind of feel the same way, which is cool. As for, oh, that didn't even, oh, man. Well, I talked you through it so you can kind of see. Well, let me see if I can adjust that. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, he's gone. Oh, here it is. You couldn't even see the name of the thing we were looking at. So one more time, and we'll refresh as we go. Captain America, bottom. Iron Man Extremis, 7th. Natalia, kind of hovering around that 4th place, 5th place spot. Ronan a clear positive. Number 1, Shannon Carter, just a rainbow of things. Steve Rogers, 2-3, like 2.5. Tony Stark, just a rainbow of things. Venom, well, kind of 4th, 5th, 4.5, something like that. So that's what we've got. Now, I want to know, do you want me to go and sit down and average all of these out? Do you care enough for me to do all the averaging out right now, or would you prefer me to do that later so that we can design cards right away? Because I'm fine designing cards right away, or designing teams right away, and I'm also fine sitting down and doing the averages. You tell me in the comments in the chat, and we will go based on what it looks like everyone's doing. And while you're doing that, I am going to scroll around and look at the chat, because I haven't looked at the chat in a couple of minutes. Ah, yes. Yes, well, I remember this. Chat about Wi-Fi. Yes, tell me. Yes, this Foot Ninja team was really good. Don't need Wonger outfit. It sounds pretty. It is very solid. Drew D32. It was very solid. He has it really well streamlined. No, your stupid Splinter's teaching makes me angry. Jubilee. That's a great card. Doppelganger's unnecessary. He just kills you so early. Let's see. All right, so Wi-Fi boosting. Maybe that's the thing I look into. I got some cash. I could drop it on that. His fielding costs are worse. Yeah, sure. Bad ability. They're both terrible abilities. They are really both bad abilities. I don't need a 3/3 sidekick. Like, that's so pointless. It's really cool that, and this is going on with Chris's comment here. It's cool that we can find teams. Like I remember personally finding a couple of teams, you know, throughout my time in Dice Masters where it just like totally resonated. And I've played a lot of teams, as we probably all have, but there are like one or two teams that really resonate like hard with me that I like just want to go back and play. The whole thing. I'm curious. Average now. Okay. Average now. Let's do some building. Worry about averages later. CCM said the best thing for you is to, well, I guess if you really want to know, this one's clearly 8th. This one's clearly 7th. The only weird flippy things that we need to worry about are this card, which is who knows, and this card, Tony Stark, Natalia, and Shannon Carter, and Venom. Well, I guess it's really 4 cards. So I could sit here and do that really fast. Let's do it. Let's do it really fast. Really fast. Where is the thing that I had going? I had it up. Oh, here it is. All right, so let me just average those ones really quick because those won't take long. And you guys continue to talk amongst yourselves and we can design cards real fast after that. Click. Venom coming in at a 4.3. Oops. And then we'll just do the same thing here. Stark coming in with a 6.1. So way off. Let's see what Shannon Carter's got. I think my computer needed to charge as well. I'm using a laptop, and so I probably needed to charge that up before this whole thing began, this whole shindig started. Believe it or not, I think that's actually contributing to a little bit of the slowness. 2, 6. Come on, man. There. Ooh, Shannon Carter. 3.8 something. And then Natalia Nat. Let's do this. No, stop it. Stop. She's got the... Yeah, she's not going to be up there. She's not going to be up there. D4. All right, so if you're curious, actually, dang, did that really push her that much? Wow. Natalia coming in with a 3.6 there. So looking at the way that those ones break down, Natalia in this order, in the order of that middle section. Let's see if this all lays out then. So clearly, obviously, number 1 is Ronan. Number 2 is always going to be Steve Rogers because it's just got such a low count, which is great for him. Number 3 will be Natalia. Number 4 will be Shannon. Number 5 will be Venom. Number 6 will be Stark. And number 7 will be Captain. And number 8 will be Iron Man. That is the order that we have voted. That is the order that we have voted. Owlman, yes, man. Owlman is awesome. Owlman is super cool. Actually, I was putting together another Owlman team like tonight, and it was just a bunch of control pieces because they're already villains, and ramp, and like what else did I have on there? That Jervis Tetch, because I like stealing sidekicks. That seems fun. It's me. It's me. So there you go. That is the rankings that we've come up with for the super rare sets. I'm going to record those after the stream, and we will smash all of the super rare rankings together at the very end of all of this. Kind of parse out where... I'm sorry, I'm adjusting. Oh, gotta get comfortable. Parse out where everything that we voted on up to this point stands, and go from there. Sweet. Let's do some designing of a custom team around this card. Let me pull it up. Where you at? Center him. Center to screen. Transition. Let's design around Surtur. Why is there like a... Why is there a thing behind there? I'm confused. Oh, wait, because, yeah. Because these are all lit up. There we go. All right, so Surtur is a 7-cost villain mask character with ridiculous stats, and we're going to make him even more ridiculous by giving him +2/+2 for each opposing character die. So the question is, do we just want to give him Overcrush, or do we want to bring stuff onto the field for our opponent, or do we want to make him unblockable somehow? How do we get to 7 cost? Do we use multiple man? Do we just ramp really hard somehow? Those are the things that we are considering. White Tiger Global seems like a decent fit. If you have ideas on how to make this card work, this is the +2/+2 for each thing. Whoa, what is it? Crime? Yeah, I know, it doesn't make much sense. Crime Syndicate literally says villain to you. I'm going to close all these windows and hope that helps the stream stabilize. And just one more time, here is the link if you would like to submit some cards that might fit with this uncommon Surtur. And feel free to drop that down. This team I submitted for this Surtur build has the SR Owlman on it. That's super cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Team building. I'm building a character from this pack that we all own, aka SPMC. SPMC. The Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could certainly build around that. I actually had bookmarked one of the doppelgangers for that. I don't remember which one. I don't recall. If I open up this spreadsheet, well, I think I continue to get responses based on what you submit. So we've got 5 responses already, which is a decent amount of cards. So keep them on coming, and we'll smash these together and see what we get. I threw White Tiger on this for the Global and Falcon Aviary. Falcon Aviary, what does he do? I gotta quickly go run and look that one up on my phone, which is running out of battery. Man, I'll tell you what, getting totally manhandled last night while playing Dice Masters actually just made me want to play more Dice Masters. I guess that says something good about the game of Dice Masters, or maybe just my enjoyment of it. I'm not sure. Falcon Aviary. Game 1 life. Ooh. Well, but then they get to KO it. So like White Tiger, they can KO it, so it makes your Surtur bad. Or not as good. It's kind of cool though. Just like gain life. I like that. Is it each time? Yeah. That's cool. That's a cool little combo. A life gain combo, because you're forcing them to field. I like that. That's cool. How do we want to give this dude Overcrush, or I'll make him unblockable? Dimension Door is a good option. Yeah, we got a couple. One Dimension Door. Upgrade Smoke Screen. A Stealth Hops, but that makes him his level 1 stats like. That's the problem. It makes him his level 1 stats. So I'm not a big fan of Stealth Ops in general. Smoke screen. What's that one do? Oh yeah, it can't be blocked this turn. That's great. Smoke screen, you guys are awesome. Let's see what else people have put on. Haymaker. The foot edge is on here. It's interesting. Because we're just going to field a bunch of sidekicks for our opponent. But that misses the point. Who put Chwinga on here? Chwinga. I got issues with Chwinga now. It's like a little bit triggering. Get a little bit triggered. All right, Manhandle. That's, oh, come on. You don't have to take it in a weird way. Now I have to edit that out of the video. All right, so we're going to get started. If you're still submitting a list, which you should, then, you know, you don't have very long. So hurry it up. If you are done submitting a list and you're just waiting for me to stop talking, which is probably most of us, let's begin. Let me pop on this screen so you can see what we are working with. Add window capture. This one. And then just make it like bigger. So I can do this. Awesome. And if you can't see that, let me know and I will see what I can do when I hit the transition button. Okay, so this is what we have submitted up until this point. I'm going to make sure to use this column as much as possible since everyone can kind of see that. A lot of resurrection on here, which, you know me, I like resurrection. I will bring resurrection almost all the time because of the beautiful managing of the bag that it allows you to do. Let's sort these and see how many times we voted resurrection. Answer, 1 billion. 1, 2, 3. No, just 3 times. And investigation's the other 3. Dimension Door, Haymaker, Stealth Ops, Upgrade Smoke Screen. I really like the fact that this is a 2-drop. And it works with exactly the thing that we need. Stealth Ops I don't like, not, you know, I don't mean to offend, but it just makes our dude go from an 8/8 to a 6/6, I think. Yeah, 8/8 to a 6/6. So in playing it, we lose 2 stats in the attack column versus this one where he's already. Ooh, I got another one. Here we go. It just pops right in there. How nice. Dude. More investigation resurrection. It looks like we're running investigation resurrection, most likely, which stinks because now how are we making him unblockable? Oh, here's some more. Shriek, obviously. I guess are we just not saying we want to make him unblockable? Ah, there's someone submitted Silver Sable. That's one way to do it. I'm a fan of that. But more investigation resurrection and uncommon spot, or yeah. No, this person didn't submit uncommon spot. How are you ramping? Just using investigation? Rare collector. What, to bring one in? That would be trippy. To Silver Sable. Oh, that's interesting. Use the global. A zombie green goblin? Someone submitted that? That's sick. God, I gotta like look up. Is that the one that like deals damage for how many sidekicks your opponent has, right? It's like Rotting Goblin, which is a really cool subtitle. Yeah, for each sidekick in their field zone. That one's super cool. Rare collector though, like what are we collecting in? Just something to sacrifice, like Silver Sable sacrifice would be cool. The common, you know, the one that does globals, I think is what this person's thinking for Beholder. What globals? Just White Tiger? Yeah. Unless OP Scarecrow has one. Is this not the Scarecrow that like protects all your little guys? It's probably not, now that I'm thinking about that. Scarecrow, let's see you. Yeah, no, this is totally. You can't be attacked by characters with attack 2 less. Like, I like some of the pieces there. Anyway, so looking at the chat now. which I haven't looked in a while. Yeah, makes sense. Sure, I get that. I get all of that. I threw upgrade on there, but wasn't sure about stealth ops. We should do a tourney where everyone runs one of the community. That would be cool. Actually, that's a great idea. Let's do a community build showdown. You literally, like, you're randomly assigned one of the community builds. That would be cool. You know, the problem with that, though, is you get assigned the anti-Yuan-Ti build, and clearly we're not going to build a thing around Yuan-Ti. That would stink for you. Oh, yeah, you could trigger res. That's true. Could trigger res. Okay, so, again, it looks like there's just overwhelmingly, we've overwhelmingly chosen res and investigation for our basic actions. Now, the fun part of taking literally all of these, bringing them down here, stacking them up. Ooh, someone submitted, how about a hand sun? Captain America from the, whatchamacallit set, the Maximum Carnage team pack. That's the one. Hey guys, I hit 700. We hit 700 subscribers. I like to call it we because it's kind of a community thing. We have 700 subscribers now. How cool is that? There's like 700 of us that watch these videos. I think that's awesome. Well, conceivably 700 of us. All right, looks like most of us are using the format so that this sorting should work pretty well. Let's see. Hey, look at that. We're getting better at this. It falls apart a little bit for like this instance, like Foot Ninja here. Obviously, it doesn't really fit very well. Here, so chalkboard. There's a 2 of for chalkboard, so let's pull that over there. Shriek. There's one for Shriek. There's 3 for White Tiger. Pull that over there. Someone wanted to get there with nowhere. We're going to look at each list too and talk about them real quick. Because it looks like we have like varying... There's another for that. Rigorous training. How sick. Signal Watch, Jimmy Olsen. I want to look at that person's list. 2 for Silver Sable, because someone commented up there. Lantern Battery, so interesting. Alfred that cycles, Grodd, Hush, Spot, clearly. Another White Tiger down there. All right, so these are the pieces that were overwhelmingly voted for by you guys that showed up in a lot of different lists. We have Chalkboard, we've got Shriek, obviously the Blanking Shriek, we've got White Tiger, we've got the Spot, which makes sense with Investigation, and we've got Silver Sable, which popped up on 2 lists. Silver Sable here, Silver Sable there. Where are you at? Did I copy it away? Silver Sable right there. So those are two things that popped up, 2 Silver Sable votes. If we can get 1,000 subs, I'll donate an SR and some promos for a giveaway. Ooh, that'd be fun. I'm gonna do a giveaway if we can get to 1,000. I'm not sitting here like, you know, watching the little number tick up or anything like that. But nonetheless, if we get to that milestone, which would be a cool one, because it would mean there's 1,000 people that like Dice Masters. That'd be awesome. Then we will definitely do some giveaways. I got some stuff that I would love to give to some people. I want to get some shirts printed up and give those out too. I think that'd be really cool. I like designing shirts. So with these 5 pieces, what do we want to put around? And obviously Surtur's on this, so let's put him on there. Surtur. So looking at this, and we'll follow the format because that's how you do things. Sweet. Cool. Oh, we know which one. We know which one. Common, Silver Sable, ASM. Or is it she's a starter character? I can't remember. So we have 2 spots to fill. Okay. Tell me in the comments, because I've got your lists here. Tell me in the comments, how do you fill these 2 spots? Looking at, I mean, you may not have included, you know, some of these cards, but it looks like Rip Hunters was included twice, and we can choose to cut that if we want. Silver Sable is nice because that is a guaranteed way of making him unblockable, and we've already decided that Res and Investigation are our 2 basic actions because it's just overwhelming at this point. So you tell me, what 2 cards do you add to this team? I want that Shriek shirt. Yeah, that's a cool shirt. Man, I like that shirt. I think I'm going to print that up just for me. I'm actually going to probably, because you can buy it as a hoodie as well, and I've been needing a hoodie for like a year now. I don't have a hoodie that fits anymore. It's like pretty small, uncomfortable. And so I'm going to probably buy that as a hoodie. I think it's hilarious. And it's totally an in-joke too, because like you'll be walking around and no one knows. And if you haven't seen, for some reason, let me show you. Anyway, you guys look at this list. Tell me in the comments, which 2 cards, which ones. And then as you're commenting that, I'm going to pull this up so that you can see it. So I could see Rare Collector being something like you guys have mentioned. It's a little slow, but you get to pull stuff like combo pieces to trigger whenever what's-his-face goes unblockable. Surtur. We already have Mystic Amulet, which pulls a sidekick out onto the field. Like, I could see other forms of ramp. I could see us dropping Investigate and Spot and instead going, you know, like Professor X and Mimic. But maybe not. You know, but it seems like an option. Check this out, everyone. Check this out. Yeah. My computer's going so slow. But no, yeah, there's definitely some options. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that shirt. That's so funny. I love it. That's such a funny shirt. I'm probably going to buy this. Which is funny because I'm the one that made it. But I'm probably going to buy it just because I like it. Anyway. Fill these 2 slots. What do you see? Let's see. Rare Mary Jane for Overcrush in case Sable gets blanked. That's a good call. Living Fractal. And give me a reason why. I should specify. Give me the reason why that you want that 1 or 2 cards. Can't give Overcrush to a villain. Oh, yeah, just kidding. Mary Jane does not give Overcrush because... not a villain, or she is she only gives it to non-villains. So, and Surtur, I mean, let's be honest, everyone, that guy looks like a villain. I mean, minus the very obvious villain symbol, that guy looks a little mean. So we can probably assume she can't give Overcrush. Let's not go with that card. Let's not put that one on the list. That would be embarrassing. Let's see how many people did. Just 1. Other options. Let's see. Looking down the list, other options. Pepper Potts Virginia. Is that the one that gets you 5 dice? That's kind of slow. Why the Superman and the Jimmy Olsen? Why that one? Give me a reason. I'm curious. OP Scarecrow. OP Scarecrow. Because they can't attack? Just to keep your opponent from attacking? Yeah, we don't have a ton that's in the field, to be honest. We've got the Spot sitting out there for most of this game. We're trying to like desperately get to 7 and then drop all of our energy and buy Surtur. Collector seems pretty good. We have Shriek and like nothing else to put out there. Lantern Battery is like a 4-drop, right? Lantern Battery. Yeah, I could see Scarecrow being a thing. It's just one of those situations where if you're running into a lot of 2 attack or lower things, then you're probably dead just anyway. Lantern battery. I should not have just typed in lantern. That was a terrible idea. That found me so many results. Yeah, it's a 4-drop. Okay. Superman, Jimmy, and Nowhere would be good if we were going Overcrush BAC. Yeah, because you get there pretty quick. Jimmy and Superman were added to Nowhere Inserter. Let's see. Surter's a 7, so you would need... Superman does indeed. Common Doppelganger from Tomb of Annihilation. Yeah, I considered that one too, actually. I look at that card a lot because I really want the Doppelganger, just in general, to work. Oh, I could see that, yeah. Ross to pull that off and then drop the Overcrush. But at this point, I mean, making him unblockable is just as good. And having a backup win condition that allows you to buy something is probably good. Doppelgangster. I keep calling him Doppelgangster because I played just a ton of Hearthstone. Like, I haven't played Hearthstone in a while, but I keep calling it that. Doppelgangster. It's not Doppelgangster, it's Doppelganger. Yeah, dude, yeah, we're totally putting... It works with the Nowhere build. Yes and no, because you have to really develop to all of that. Rare Madam Web. Well, we already have something that makes him unblockable. It's a 4-drop, and she gets sacrificed, and it's unblockable. So we don't need, necessarily, we don't need Rare Madam Web to make him unblockable. Doppelganger. Man, Doppelganger. I like that. Is that good, everyone? Is that bad? Am I just, like, eyes getting too big for my food kind of thing? Do we do it? I would try it. But that's just me. Like, what else could you copy with Doppelganger? A Silver Sable? But she only sacrificed, like, it's only once per turn, right? You could sacrifice one of them. Like, while she's active, sacrifice her. Silver Sable. Where are you at, Silver Dragon? No, Silver Sable. No, you could sacrifice as many as you want. So if you sacrificed a bunch of doppelgangers to make some stuff unblockable. So the Nowhere thing is kind of a good idea too. So this person, here we go. Nowhere, Signal Watch, Jimmy Olsen, Rare Superman from the Green Arrow and the Flash, the one that discounts. That one's a 6-drop, then it goes to 4 with Signal Watch. Yeah, that's not bad. Gorilla Grodd, Bifrost, The Spot. This person did Chwinga Battlestack, Rip Hunter, Boom Boom, Justice. Oh, that's so cool. Foot Ninja, The Spot. That's kind of like almost just a completely different team, though. What does the Pepper Potts Virginia do? Someone tell me in the comments. What do we got? Let's see. Rare Raven protects Surtur from targeting. I vote boosts his attack by 2 when he attacks. That's so much win more, though. That's the problem. It's like he's getting so much attack already. This is kind of like always an OTK, unless we're running common doppelganger and like copying junk. All right, get out with the Chwinga comment. No. No offense, Chwinga person, but no. Common doppelganger, rare, you can't target Surtur or Dops. Add Hela to make him immortal using the Nowhere setup. You guys are killing me. There's like 3 builds going on. It's like we take like this backbone and we slap on Nowhere. And you guys wanted Signal Watch, Jimmy, and Batman, or not Batman, Soups. But the problem with that is it looks like 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's 8. You could do that. So that's like one separate team. Like this is the Nowhere variant, whatever. Then we have like, there's like this variant, which I don't even know what this last slot is. Like, what do you put in for this last slot? A rare Raven, which is an awesome card, one of my favorites. You just put rare Raven in there, sure, why not? I like it. You could cut, oops. What were you guys saying? Hella, you could put Hella in there. That's awesome. Yeah, draw an extra die. Yeah. It's so funny. SR Owlman. Or there's like this variant that you guys like, which is take the same backbone and put on like Grodd, Nowhere, and like Owlman. Because he's already not strong enough by himself, you need to give him +2 and the Grodd Overcrush. If you do that, then you just cut like Silver Sable and add something else in. It's funny. That's funny. Well, there's 3 lists. Look at that. We made 3 lists. All right, you tell me. Do you like the? We'll straw poll it. We will decide right now which you like the most of these 3 these 3 hilarious lists. I mean, let's be honest. This team is not like meant to be super competitive. The fact that we all put Shriek on our list is hilarious. So let's straw poll. And here are your options. Before I do this, let me look at the chat. Ah, man. White Tiger Shenanigan. Wait, Uncommon Surtur. Yes, it is Uncommon Surtur. This is not the board wipe Surtur. Yanti, Cube, Guy Gardner, and all. Get out. No, it's not that. Okay. So here we go. Which do you like? And that's got to be capital Y. You like. Can you see this? Yes. Okay. And then we'll say options are. What are the options here? There's the Doppelganger variant. There's the what was that? Nowhere variant. Yeah, so like you could do Nowhere with the Jimmy Signal Watch. The nice thing about doing this is while you're waiting for Jimmy to cycle back around, or not just Nowhere to cycle back around, you get to purchase investigations for like 1, which is cool. Is it 1? Yeah, because it's 2 less, to a minimum of 0, which is cool. Or then there's the version down here that has Grodd, a Grodd version. Those are the team compositions. Darkside, Surtur, Bahamut. This is ridiculous. We can't put 10 cards on a thing. This is ridiculous. Okay, let's create this poll, and then you guys just battle it out in the straw poll. Here is the link to the straw poll. Uncommon Surtur and Bahamut. Just Overcrush. Overcrush and Breath Weapon. If you can't see, there's the lists. It's basically ridiculous. Owlman, that's just so much win more. It's hilarious. That's like one of my favorite cards. I always say that. I say that about like so many cards. That's one of my favorite cards. That's one of my favorite cards. That's one of my favorite cards. I should just make a list of my favorite cards. My top favorite cards. We'll make a video on that. Top favorite cards. On the Grodd, 1-drop Silver Sable. Yeah, you can drop Silver Sable. Uncommon Spot should be on there, right? Oops, nope, it's not. I must have not copied it on this one either. Yep, I missed it right there. So this one, you would cut something. Like Chalkboard. You'd cut Surtur, right? You cut Surtur. Cut Owlman and put on the Uncommon Spot. Yep, certainly. Sorry, Owlman. You live on in our hearts. You have to find a way to get them on here too. When are you ever gonna need Shriek? Let's be honest, she's not like that needable. Or you could cut Chalkboard on that one as well. Chalkboard's kind of important though, because you want to Chalkboard over Jimmy Olsen and land him so you can get the discount. Oh my gosh, we're liking, sorry, bumping the mic. We're liking the Nowhere version. Interesting. So okay, in this Nowhere version, then what are we cutting to put the spot on? Let's make it choppy so that we can make some cards. Make the favorite things video in song. Ooh, I like that, in song. That'd be fun. Malekith, Alfred, Investigation, Spot, Surtur, Dimension Door. Malekith to just cycle that thing back into the bag. Alfred, just to have Alfred. What is the Alfred doing again? Come on, you guys don't like Doppelganger? Oh, I'm going to run this list. It's going to lose hard. I'm going to be sad for just like 5 minutes real quick, and then I'm going to be happy that I got to finally run Doppelganger. And no one can take that from me. Cut Chalkboard on Nowhere list. And Lois Lane and Trusted Friend. And one crossed over. Hella's better than the Spot. She's so expensive. What? Ramp is good. All right, so let's we cut this and we put on UC Spot. Ah, that's slow though. That's pretty slow. You got res to cycle it over though, I guess. White Tiger you need. Shriek you kind of need. I mean, if you want to be competitive, but let's be honest, this is not a competitive list. Maybe you can cut Shriek. Silver Sable you need. Nowhere. Do you need White Tiger? They're gonna field stuff no matter what, right? And even if they don't, you got like an 8/8, an unblockable 8/8. Let's refresh this. Refresh. Looks like Nowhere. People like the Nowhere. Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, Trusted Friend, Soups, Surtur, Nowhere. Doppelganger sounds so cool. There are some cool lists. I think we came up with a couple of cool lists. Like, I think these are both viable. Oh, really, all of these, because, you know, getting Grodd is not terribly hard. You could even swap something out for a Machine Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 8. So there's 3 lists. Look, you got the Doppelganger list, you've got the Nowhere list, and you've got the Nowhere plus Grodd list. So the Grodd list, and because everyone loves Grodds, they just kind of pop in whenever you need them. So there it is. There you go. We got 3 lists for Surtur. Speaking of 3s, totally easy transition right here. Let's make 3 cards for the Thing. And in fact, I even got the art sitting on my desktop, ready and waiting. I just got to find the tab to drop it back in. And we'll drop it in here. Just look at the size of that snout. Would you look at the size of that snout? Let me know in the comments if you've seen that video. Otherwise, I feel really embarrassed right now. All right, so we're going to make 3 variants of the Thing card. So here's how this is going to work. All you're going to do, well, for the first part, let's do the first part. The first part you're going to do is tell me what die we want to use as the basis for Thing. And don't use, you can't use the AVX thing, because I want to make cards for the community that people who haven't really gotten into the game or don't have all that Golden Age stuff can have access to fairly easily. So like, the newer the set, the better. The more populous the set, the better. So tell me what dice, Owlman, not Owlman, Oilman. What? Oh, Oilman right here, yeah. Voted the Grodd team because it had Owlman, and then Owlman got cut. Yeah, I'm sorry. So tell me in the comments what die should we use for the basis? Like what stat line? I personally like the I think it's the Stone Golem stat line. Let me see if I can find it really quick. The Dirt Golem stat line. Let's be honest. I have it like sitting right here. My computer is taking a long time. It's like really struggling. It's not in this folder. It's around in the community stream folder. I got a folder for this stuff, man. Community stream folder. Custom cards. What golem is that? It's the one I used for Dirt Golem. We need a base. Let's go quick base. Hulk from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's not a bad option. Blob. That's not a bad option either. Hulk from Guardians of the Galaxy. Blob means he's like, I don't know, that looks like a really strong dude, the thing. Blob is a 1/8. Blob is a 1/8. I kind of like the golem, like this one. Ooh, I typed that and didn't have my hands on the home rows. That came out looking real strange. Really strange. I know it's very basic and I've used it several times already, but it just makes sense. Like, look at the picture. Look at him. Just look at him right there. There he is. There he is. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's the same guy. Look at that. And it's a 5/7, so the stat line makes a little bit of sense. We can make him a 5-drop because they already made him a 5-drop and no one thinks that's broken or anything. We probably don't want to use Fabricate, but maybe we do want to use Fabricate. You know? That's my vote, but I mean, it's not just me. It's everyone. We can't use the same one as Diet Golem. Diet Golem, that's pretty sick. So, okay, help me out, help me out. Oh, is my stream going down? Is it good? Is it being weird again? No, not yet. Let's just go with... let's go with the Hulk one. I like that. The Hulk from the the Guardians of the Galaxy set. You're not really playing Hulk from the Guardians of the Galaxy set, let's be honest. Cool Stuff Inc. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Hulk from the Guardians of the Galaxy set as the die base. Now, tell me, give me 3 cool abilities, or give me a cool ability that we can put alongside our wonderful friend Thing here. Let me know, what are the cool... I'm just gonna go this way. What are the cool abilities that you can think of? There was one that was submitted to me early, and let me pull that one up after I find the Hulk die. EFGH. Oh, he's got hair though. That's fine. Who cares? We'll use this one anyway. You have access to it, most likely. A lot of us have that stuff. Ooh, Doomsday. Oh, Doomsday is so... That's a great idea. All right, Intimidate. Okay, yeah, no, maybe I'm changing my mind. Doomsday makes so much sense. Look, okay, so here are the options. Let me do it this way. Let me show you both. Is that too far back, though? Is it like that set too far back? World's Finest? That looks so cool. It's a die you never really get to see. Let me pop this onto the screen and go away really quick. So you've got Doomsday here. Put it like that. So check out that die. That's a cool looking die. That's a great suggestion. And then we've got Hulk. Problem with Hulk is he's got hair and he's kind of green. Doomsday, Hulk, Doomsday, Hulk, Doomsday, Doomsday, Doomsday. We're doing Doomsday. And it's not like a super broken stat line, like a 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8 kind of stat line. You got a 4-3, a 5-5, and a 7-7. And they gave him these a 5 too, so that's pretty good. Let's do it. Let's just do it. We're gonna Doomsday it up. It is PTC. So Intimidate. Okay, there's a couple people that said Intimidate. Let's give him Intimidate. Is there anything that we want to add to the Intimidate ability besides just Intimidate? Intimidate. Okay. Like want to make it spicier, like Intimidate 2. That'd be kind of cool. Intimidate 2. Let's make this go away. Pop. And this come back. Pop. So where he intimidates and it does, you know, multiple procs. Aftershock, Intimidate. So with the Hulk stat line, we can get a little crazy. No, we're not gonna do the Hulk. We're gonna do Doomsday. I think that's just cooler. No offense. Iron Will, that's a good idea. Aftershock, Intimidate 2, target die. I think Intimidate 2 sounds cool, but that's just me. And there's precedent for like putting numbers after things. Intimidate 2. Let's make that a thing. Is that really broken though? That's sweet. Synergy. While a Fantastic Four character is active, when you could use a global ability, you may pay X and swap target Fantastic Four character die you control with an unpurchased the thing die, where X is the thing purchased die. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's spicy. Ooh. Everyone read that. Just soak that in for a second. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. What is the first instance of each source of damage? You mean the first point of damage of each source? Because instance and source are synonymous in this game. So when they say source, they mean like one ping of like a purchase from Yuan-ti is one source of damage. Another ping is a different source of damage. They're all coming from the same place. The word source, you know, usually denotes like the location something emanates from. In this game, it's more like instance, which is annoying, but it's kind of how it is. Kind of like it being a fabricate. Oh, if you have an active Fantastic Four character, return one of those. So we would have to make him like a 6-drop? No, that's really powerful. JBiz, that's really strong. If they put something back on the card just for fielding, and he's like a 6-drop to do that. Intimidate 2 is just strong enough by itself. I mean, look at like the reason that the Warriors 3 are so strong is because you can trigger like 2 Intimidates on a turn, and you got like 2 5/5s. You get one character that does Intimidate 2, and like if you have multiple of them, that's really strong. Fantastic Four fabricate. That's kind of what was suggested by Monday Media, is you get a little bit of a fabricate ability by using this synergy ability. While a Fantastic Four character is active, whenever you could use a global ability, you can pay X and swap target Fantastic Four character die you control with an unpurchased thing die. So I'm assuming you put the other one back on its card. Whenever you field... Oh, that's cool. I like that one. What do you guys think of that one? While thing is active, when you field another Fantastic Four affiliated die character, KO target character die. I think that plays well because it gives you a little bit of synergy, as well as giving you some thematic stuff because he's like totally loyal to his friends. That's kind of cool. He gains Iron Will. If you have a thing, I could see that. Get to use some more of the stuff over there, of the keywords from old times. I really like this one. That one's cool. Intimidate 2. I think just straight up Intimidate 2, just period. And then maybe if you have an active Fantastic Four character, return one of those 10. Maybe we could do something with that. If you have an active Fantastic Four character die, maybe it's just like when fielded. If you a second when fielded ability, you gain +1/+1. Now that would just make him really strong, like 2 broken. I like the KO. Yeah, the KO is just straight ahead, right? Straight ahead. So we got Intimidate 2, which pulls stuff off the field. We've got KO target character die, which is like a blanket KO. What if it's deal his attack to target character die? Because then you're looking at a 4 attack, a 5 attack, and a 7 attack. Is that good? Deal his attack to target character die? Give me the pros and cons to that. Pros and cons to deals attack when fielded. If you have an active character die. Fantastic Four character die, that is. Because an auto KO, I mean, it's basically an auto KO in certain instances. I mean, I'd even be cool with like just deal your attacks, which means if you buff them up and then field, I mean that's just how you choose to do it. Yeah, I'm totally fine with just leaving it as deal as attack. What do you guys think? That's two. That's 2 of the things. I guess if you have 2 things active, when you field another affiliated character, you'd have to phrase it like deal damage equal to your highest level. No, deal damage equal to your highest attack thing die. To an opposing character die. Something like that is what you'd have to say. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a great... Hey guys, you may not even mean this, but like just give him cleave. Just give him cleave. You guys remember cleave? Like it showed up on literally 1 card. I love that. All right, so here's the definition. If you don't know, here's the definition for cleave. Because I just so happen to really access the keywords page a lot, you know, for what I do. All right, cleave. If a die with cleave attacks and KOs a blocking character die with combat damage, they deal half of their attack rounded down to another character die to your opponent controls as combat damage only once. So in other words, if you get to KO something with combat damage with what's-his-face, yeah, we could even make it smash, and it could be like cleave 2.0. You just... If he KOs something with combat damage, deal equivalent combat damage, or deal damage equivalent to his attack to another target character die. That'd be cool, right? Is that cool? The thing, smash. When the thing KOs a character die, that character die is moved to the use pile instead of the prep area. Ooh, that's cool. Think KOs a character die, character is moved to the... Yeah, let's do that. That seems easy and straightforward. And it's a keyword we just made up, and that's cool. Making up keywords is cool. You could also do like a cleave 2.0 kind of thing. Some cool options you guys are coming up with. Stun opposing other non-blocking characters. See, but Hulk does that, and you can divide among other non-blocking characters. Which Hulk, Chris? Which Hulk? Because I remember it too. I just don't recall which one. And I think it's a 7-drop, right? And this would be a 6-drop most likely, and it can deal to anything, is what we were brainstorming. At least I was thinking. Stun, and that was the can't attack or block, right? Is that what stun is? Freeze. Let's look up stun. Where'd it go? Oh, they gotta pay 2 to get rid of it. Smash, cleave, stun, overcrush. No, we're not gonna do that. That will not be a thing that happens. Overcrush makes sense. I wonder if we can squeeze overcrush somewhere. Most likely, if they have anything they're blocking is going to get KO'd. Putting a stun token on the KO'd thing, even if they re-roll it, I guess it takes it does come into play a little bit, just not a ton. So we're definitely going with Intimidate 2. That's a cool one because it's kind of a twist on something existing. While thing is active, when you field another character affiliated with him, deal damage equal to your highest attack thing die to an opposing character die. And I'll reword the back part to make it even more sensible. And then we adding a smash keyword. When he KOs, move it to the used. I want to work that stun in that you guys are talking about. How can we work that in? Thing is active. Affiliate characters KO'd. Thing gains +2/+2 and overcrush. Oh, I like that even more. Then that's a good one. +2/+2 and overcrush because he gets, you know, ticked that his friend is KO'd. That's kind of broken though. Yeah, we can almost do. We have a ton of good ideas. That's the problem though. We've got Intimidate 2. We've got, you know, something that deals damage to an opposing character die whenever you field an affiliated character, which kind of feel the same. It feels similar to Intimidate 2. Smash. When the thing, somebody write me up a keyword, not a keyword. When the thing is blocked, stun. Stun triggers. Okay, somebody give me the keywords, no, not keywords, the text that you would put on a character to give something stun with regards to the thing. Because, I mean, you just copy and paste from Mr. Freeze. Whenever he takes combat damage, put a stun token on any opposing character card. The thing, it's clobbering time. The thing cannot be KO'd while attacking. Yeah, that's cool. He's probably not going to get KO'd while attacking no matter what, let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. Whew, that was close. Basketball score. Dang, it's a low-scoring game. Man, I think Intimidate 2 sounds the coolest to me out of all of these. Smash is a cool thing. Keep that one. Here, let's toss this one right here. While the thing is active, when you field another affiliated character die, deal damage equal to your highest level thing die to an opposing character die. You can do some cool stuff with that though. When the thing attacks, if you control 2 or more Place a stun token on target opposing character. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that one. Win attacks. Win attacks. Yay. Ooh, everyone's commenting. I love it. Oh my god, and I can't read it fast enough. It's like weirdly scrolling down. Okay, where'd it go? Where did it go? If the thing KOs a die with combat damage, add stun token to it. That way you can gain multiple triggers since he has a higher cost. Dealt combat damage, gain stun. That's the same text that I was mentioning before. This one's cool. Look, when the thing attacks, if you control 2 other different Fantastic Four characters, place a stun token on target opposing character card, which happens before they declare blockers. I think that one is super cool. It's a win attacks ability. It fits very well. Combat damage, put a stunned. Okay, stun 2. Stun 2. That seems gross. Combat damage. Yeah. If thing KOs a die with combat damage and stun token. I like the preemptive stun token thing. I think that's really cool. Let's do that. Let's go with a preemptive stun token because then you can like double up the win attacks abilities, which would be gross. It encourages you to put the thing on a team with Mr. Fantastic or the Human Torch, which we'll come up with those 2, coming weeks. And it encourages you to, combine it with, one of the other cards, the Invisible Woman cards that we put in. Yeah, that seems really cool. So for this one, we've got Intimidate 2. We've got Smash, which is a new keyword that's anytime they KO a character die, that character die is then moved to the used pile instead of the prep area. And when thing attacks, if you control 2 other different Fantastic Four characters, place a stun token on target opposing character card. Those are some awesome abilities. Well played, everyone. Why is this not recording? I gotta press 2. I don't know if you guys hear the little bling. If you do, it's probably really nice. Bling. That's my computer's making some ding sounds. Awesome. Well, those are some cool abilities. Too many ideas. Yes, I know. There's like a ton of ideas. And I think all of them are awesome. Fist to give target character die Iron Will. Oh, that's cool. Give a character die Iron Will. There's too many good ideas. See, this is why we need to do more of these. Maybe next week, instead of a community build, we'll just pump out a ton of cards so that we can have these. Or we can do a community build. So let's talk about that right now before we cut it for the night. Left in this modern age super rare rankings is World's Finest, Faerun Under Siege, War of Light, and ASM. We've got 4 sets left. Man, can you believe this is week 8 of community stream? 8 weeks in a row I have not missed. That's pretty awesome. Sound off in the chat or the comments if you're watching this after. If you have showed up to every week of the community stream, you should get like a prize. No, I don't know about a prize, but you should get something. Notoriety. That's what you should get. Oh, Transformers. That's a cool thing. That's cool. Pat yourself on the back for showing up if you showed up to all 8. War of Light, ASM, Faerun Under Siege. We could just keep going backwards and do World's Finest. We haven't done World's Finest. I'll decide. I'll pick one randomly. I'll flip 2 coins, and then I'll make those coins dual, and then I'll flip 1 coin, and then we'll pick because we only have 4 left. Yes, transform flip cards. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Sweet. All right. So we'll do one of those 4 sets. We will design. You want to do Human Torch next week, or do you want to do Mr. Fantastic? Human Torch or Mr. Fantastic? Now, that does count for something, Robert. That counts for a lot. It counts for me saying thank you for watching these videos. Because I'm sure not all of like every minute it's probably not riveting. Common ground keyword seems... Yeah, ooh, common ground. I like that. I forgot that keyword existed. Oh, suit up. How could we make suit up work? That would be fun. Let's do Human Torch. Human Torch. 2 people said it. I'm with them. I want to do Human Torch. I love the Human Torch. So we're going to go with Human Torch. And we'll just knock World's Finest. We'll keep working backwards. World's Finest, Human Torch. Yes or no community build. If we don't do a community build, then we also design Mr. Fantastic. If we do a community build, then we obviously do a community build. What if SR Fantastic Torch? It's just a really long guy who's just constantly on fire. That would be awesome. I had a great idea. You ready? Here's the great idea. So we print out, we print out all of these cards, right? This Fantastic Four set, team pack. And so I print them out and I send them to people as like a prize or I don't know, something. But one person gets the super rare Fantastic Torch. I like that. Design. Okay, card designs. Looks like it's card designs next week. Sweet. We'll just we'll do Fantastic and Human Torch. So think about those. Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, and Human Torch, and what you want to design. And with that, it's time for me to bid you adieu and go and find some way to sleep, because I need to sleep off the fact that I got absolutely wrecked by Chris yesterday. I need to like just relax a little bit and I don't know, watch some random chess videos or something to make myself feel better. I got nothing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this community stream, and because I know I have. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you again next week. Same time, same bat time, same bat channel. See you later. Bye. All right, so it's at this point that I'm totally gonna cut the stream off from or up for the uploading video. So it's just gonna be like this screen dancing around, and then it's gonna cut, and then I'm gonna come on and we can talk a little longer. What do you guys want to talk about? Because clearly there's a few people still hanging out. You like the idea of me slipping in like one random like, super rare just hidden around there? I'll just like come up with the ability totally by myself. I think that's the plan. I'm just gonna come up with some random ability, throw it in there as super rare. What was it? Multiple torch? No, not multiple, man. Fantastic Torch. Just like stretching all around, lighting stuff on fire. That would be sick. That would be sick.